The dust has settled on the weekend of Summer Game Fest. You know, we've talked about Venom, we got to see that new look at the character, and we also got some new concept art of Kraven as well. We got the release date for Marvel Spider-Man 2, the official cover was revealed, the pre-order bonuses, all that fun stuff. It was really exciting to be there in person. But there was one moment during the time that Bryan Intihar had on stage with Geoff Keighley talking about Spider-Man 2 that a lot of people overlook. And there was something that was said that was extremely interesting and creates a potential promise for Marvel Spider-Man 2 that I think would excite a lot of people. We're gonna break all of that down in today's video, but before we do so, if you're looking forward to Marvel Spider-Man 2, there's so much more that's gonna be coming throughout the summer leading up to the release in October. Scroll down, hit the thumbs up button, share the hype with me. Let's get another 5,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for your support you've been showing on the channel. It really means a lot to me. I cannot wait to bring you guys a ton of content throughout the year. And with that being said, let's get right into this. So, like I said, Bryan Intihar was on stage. He was talking about Marvel Spider-Man 2. He gave us all this information about the cover and this, that, and the other. But it was during that moment where he was showing off that Kraven concept art and just talking about the character's motivations that he said something that I think we all overlooked. So, I don't know, why don't we just go ahead and check in on what happened during Summer Game Fest. Let's roll the clip.
Hey guys, it's me Brian, and I think you guys should subscribe to Caboose on YouTube and turn on notifications. He's a really cool guy.
Sorry, that was the wrong clip, but thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. If you guys want to subscribe, you can, but let's roll the actual clip now.
Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others, he's on the hunt.
And others, ...
Yeah, he very specifically mentions here that Kraven's coming to New York to hunt after not just Peter and Miles, but all these other Marvel characters. And I know that that can practically mean anything, considering that that could pertain to villains or heroes, but it sounds like if Kraven's gonna go after anyone, he would be going after some of the other Marvel heroes that are in New York. So clearly there's something going on here, and Geoff Keighley knows that something's going on here, and Bryan Intihar is hinting that something's going on here. Now this could mean a multitude of things though, because we have a couple of characters that are involved in Marvel Spider-Man 2 that could potentially be the heroes that Kraven will be hunting. For instance, if we go back to that tablet, the infamous tablet that comes from the Kraven trailer that happened during the PlayStation Showcase, you can see that one of the people that pop up there is indeed Wraith. Now, Wraith could be a villain that we're facing off against at the start of the game, considering the path that Yuri Watanabe was going down in the City That Never Sleeps DLC from Spider-Man PS4. But we could see this conflict play out the same way it does in the comics. Spider-Man is at odds with Wraith at first, but then they just come to an agreement. And thus, instead of Wraith being an antagonist to Spider-Man, she just becomes an anti-hero. So she could be one of those Marvel heroes that Bryan Intihar is referring to. But that's not what gets us excited, I can imagine. What we're all really hoping Bryan Intihar means here is some of those other bigger Marvel heroes, one of which is getting a game from Insomniac. We've been wondering for a long while now whether or not Marvel's Wolverine is going to be connected to the same universe as the Spider-Man games, considering that they're both developed by Insomniac. I mean, people pointed out that both in the reveal trailer for Marvel's Wolverine and in Spider-Man 2's reveal trailer that we got in 2021's PlayStation Showcase, the number 1048 pops up, and that's the Earth designation for the Spider-Man games universe. And I mean, spoiler alert, for an animated Spider-Man movie that's currently in theaters, they also mentioned that that's the specific designation of the Insomniac Spider-Man, Earth 1048. So the fact that it pops up in both the Wolverine trailer and in Spider-Man 2's reveal trailer had people believing that these games are going to be connected in some way. And I mean, if Bryan Intihar is saying that Kraven's coming to New York to hunt after all the Marvel heroes, Wolverine could be one of them. Now, of course, there's other things like the Avengers Tower, so people are thinking that maybe Iron Man could be involved. I mean, Tony Stark was also hinted at the beginning of the game in Spider-Man PS4. So there's tons of possibility here. But considering that, as we would assume, Wolverine is the next game up from Insomniac, it would make sense if Wolverine's introduced in Spider-Man 2 and that leads into his own game. I can't imagine Wolverine's gonna have a big role or anything like that in Spider-Man 2, although it would be sick if we get to play as Venom in this game, that they recreate the Ultimate Spider-Man moment. And hey, I mean, that boss battle against Wolverine with Venom in Ultimate Spider-Man was totally like a little cameo type thing, a little drop in, drop out sort of thing. So if they want to recreate that again, I'd be a very happy Spider-Man fan. When you look at this, I mean, Insomniac is expanding. They're doing more with the Marvel world. They're not just making Spider-Man games. They're working on a Wolverine game now, and I cannot wait for it. Because, I mean, their philosophy at Insomniac is, although these games are supposed to be self-contained and about the main characters of the game, at the end of the day, they're in lived-in worlds. Insomniac Spider-Man can swing down the street and see the Sanctum Sanctorum or the Wakandan Embassy, or you can see Nelson and Murdoch's law firm. All of these Marvel heroes exist canonically within the world of this game. And then of course we have Avengers Tower there as well. There's even an Easter egg about the Avengers being on the West Coast.
Avengers Tower is so cool, but they're never around to use it. I think they're probably somewhere on the West Coast right now. Probably surfing or something.
So this all could be snowballing into Spider-Man 2 with an appearance from another Marvel hero, but we'll just have to wait and see. And with that being said, now I want to kick it to you guys. If there's supposed to be a Marvel hero popping up in this game for Kraven to be hunting alongside the Spider-Man, who would you want it to be and why? Sound off with all your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up button. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.